So I think currently, given the current environment, which is, as we know, challenging, it's really important to have a really robust case for transformation. So ultimately, understanding what it is that we're trying to achieve. So for us currently, that would be our delivery of high quality, sustainable services and making best use of our resources, both within individual service areas, but then across the system as well. Really understanding the issues and challenges that we're looking to address is absolutely critical, and also the opportunities that are presenting themselves that we might want to take advantage of. Thinking about the benefits that we're looking to achieve, so and some of the potential disbenefits of some of the elements that we're considering. It's important to build a case for change, so really understanding what the key drivers are behind the issues and problems that we've identified, and what the case is for that change, and that's tested with stakeholders as well, so that we are clear that there is a robust argument and case for that change to take place. In terms of that engagement and stakeholder views, really thinking about who your stakeholders are, so both from an internal perspective and also an external perspective, ensuring that you've thought across the system, because that transformation may seem quite local initially, but there will be potential system benefits and impact as well that needs to be taken into consideration. Then thinking about what the solutions could be to address the issues. So actually, what are the things that we could do, and thinking really broadly about those actually, and canvassing ideas from across your stakeholders in terms of, well, what could those solutions be. And I think it's important when we're talking about service improvement versus transformation that some of this will be in the service improvement category, and actually some of those ideas may be things that you can actually just get on with straight away, and others may be more transformative and require more resource, more support, and potentially investment further on down the line, and just really thinking about how those solutions can be taken forwards. Once you've got that list of solutions, understanding how you're going to assess those and what criteria you might use in order to understand which are the solutions that would be best placed for you to take forwards. Some criteria that we have used to assess that would be actually basing that on duty of quality and the quality domains, and the STEEP criteria. So I think that's a really good basis for us to really assess, well, is that solution going to address the issue, and does it meet those key areas of the duty of quality. Thinking about innovation and innovative solutions, so considering actually from a workforce point of view, are there innovative and creative solutions that we could be using? From a technology perspective, what is on the horizon in terms of technology that could provide us with an alternative solution or something that could be more future-proof, and also then just thinking more broadly across the system around innovation, and also thinking about things like where we deliver our services. Actually, are there opportunities to be working in partnership or to be taking a different approach to the way that we're delivering our services? So, for example, thinking of some of our services as less location-based and more as a service in their own right. So I think that's a really important consideration as well. Important from a transformation point of view that we're considering that system approach, and I've mentioned it a couple of times already. So you may be thinking quite locally to start off with, but actually what are the benefits and disbenefits across the system, and how are you really going to measure that and measure the impact of any change that you may want to enact. Measuring the impact and thinking about how you're going to measure that can also be driven through that test of change, but really thinking about what that evaluation framework would be for that change and for that potential solution, and what the impact of that and how you would measure that across the system. I think it's really important to note that actually sometimes things don't make the impact where you think they're going to make the impact. It may be somewhere else in the system that you see that impact, but that actually drives forwards those patient and service user benefits that you're seeking to achieve.